Welcome back, guys. I think it's been about like 8 fights in the past like 2 videos. I hope you enjoy these sort of longer, fights where I'm explaining what's going on. In this fight with the same guy who had beaten me 5 times in a row, I've managed to win two. I'm on a 2 fight win streak, and he is now Ferguson, and I'm Fasif. I went Fasif because I thought I could be able to with his leg power, like be able to like really test this dude's. I could feel how paranoid he was with the legs. And I'm sorry if I ramble on that bit and not really explain what's going on in the actual fight. It's just because we've had 8 fights in like one day, so it's quite. I'm thinking more about the whole 8 fights in total, not just one. So like I'm just really more like in this fight. I'm throwing leg kicks to try and see how much am I going to be able to bait this guy into going for the blocking the leg in the body. But as you can see by I don't know if it's he has said himself that it's like a thing that he does is when he's he ducks down quite a lot, where I'm quite quick with my uppercut, so I'm able to catch him with it. We're just slowly exchanging here. I believe this is 2 fights, and then I'm going to finish this off. This sort of almost like mini series of fights between me and this guy. I'll finish it off with our proceeded, like tying up the fights, because we do tie it up. Sorry if to spoil it, but I'm more wanting you to see. Like I want you to see like you can lose 5 fights in a row against someone, and you can come back and win 5 fights a row against that exact same person, and I have no doubts. See, if me and him had just stuck to rank and we met 10 times, he would have beat me the 10 times. I've got no doubt about it. I'm not going to try and say, like luck of the draw. No doubt he would have beat me unless I was getting really competitive. Like I'm just like, okay, I'm going to stick with this character. I'm going to be, instead of like kind of how I enjoy when I'm playing ranked is to use a whole variety of people. I don't like to main a lot. I do main certain characters, but I like to at least mix it up every now and again. It gets boring if you're, say, for instance, for me, Rob Font and Bantamweight. It's fun. Like, don't get me wrong. I think I'm really good with Rob Font, but it's when you're the same guy all the time. Like sometimes like it's nice to mix it up. Maybe go fucking Aldo or something. Use a different sort of skill set. Having to fight a bit differently in Bantamweight, or Peter Yan, you can brawl a bit more. You can be a bit more aggressive. But if we're matching up, it would have been a luck. I would have been more luck if I won, because it would have been would I pick the correct character at the time to match up against them, and would I have used my feints to the legs? Like, see, like on ranked, I get a feeling like like if I was to fight me personally, if I fight someone more often, they struggle to pick up my patterns, then I struggle to pick up their patterns. Like in the long term, like because I like to mix up what I'm doing. Whereas everyone in this game, I've noticed, from my little brother to top elite, like top 100 fighters, they have their favourite combos. They don't like to just mix everything up and do random stuff. They like to like they have favourite combos, and you can if you fight them 10 times, you're gonna, if you're good enough, you're gonna pick up all the reads naturally. Like like how I've done. Like he's clearly struggled to pick up what my reads were to him, like my defense, my aggression on with the feints to the legs. Was I going for that? Was I going for the feint to the leg to the body kick? Was I going for the feint to the leg to then throw a leg kick? Or was I feinting the leg to throw a jab? Or, you know, was I just feinting the leg to just get him to block there? And then, you know, I would set, you know, just make him think about it. This is what I'm trying to get through to, you know, some fighters is, you know, you can, like, no doubt my leg feints aren't amazing. I'm going to be honest about it. Like, I could be better. I have been better. You know, as we've seen that, like, this is another, you know, one of the uppercut knockouts. You know, I don't know, something about them. I just, you know, like, the dude made me try so hard, and I just felt so dissatisfied with my knockouts for some reason. Like, I don't know. Like, I just felt so dissatisfied. But, you know, I was trying in these fights. You know, not saying like I don't. You know, I wasn't trying in our previous fights, but, like, you know, there was a noticeable. Me personally, I noticed in these, when after he beat me that 5th time with Evan Dunham, I was a lot more right. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I'm not fucking up. I'm not chasing the win. I'm not wanting me to waste my stamina. I want to try and get him into a 3rd round fight because I feel that his stamina management is too good for me in the early 1st round. So, you know, just trying to pick it up. You know, I was just trying to make. I don't know. For some reason, I just felt these fights were. I was iffy for some reason. Like, even maybe I felt like I maybe tried a bit too hard, and I wasn't smart enough, or maybe it was just his you know, like, him causing so much discomfort to me in the fight. I can't really put my finger down on it. But you'll see in the next fight, I ask him if he wants to change weight. He says bantam, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, I was low-key excited because I let him pick first fighter, and if he went Rob Font, it would have been a bit more shaky. But he didn't go Rob Font, he went Sandhagen. I get to go Rob Font. Now, we're going to see a very, very, very noticeable difference in this fight compared to the previous ones, right? Because Rob Font in bantamweight, I can be a lot more active. I wasn't going to lie, I kind of wanted him to pick bantamweight so I could try and get Rob Font, but I didn't want it to be obvious, you know, and kind of, like, maybe I'm thinking, well, fucking hell, he's like, Rob Font, give me Rob Font, you don't get a Rob Font, you know, like, because look here, look at this, in the first 30 seconds, my combos, and at this point, the dude doesn't know I main Rob Font. Like, I'll be honest, I do main Rob Font in bantamweight. He's just got such a clean style. It's, you know, when you fight against Dominic Cruz, you know, like, and he has that funny head movement. Even when you miss, you're not like Sean O'Malley where you're you know, like, it's a sort of loop. It's not like you feel your punch dragging back. With Rob Font, it's like a piston, straight out, straight back. You know, 1-2 body kick, and I feel I can be a lot more bounce. You know, like, I can bounce and feint the leg kicks because I'm just like I can be active. But the reason I feint so much with the leg kicks to Rob Font is there's very strategic reasons. Is I cannot afford him to damage my legs, because with Rob Font it's all about movement, it's all about your leg work, it's all about, you know, being able to bounce in and out of a distance. And if you've not got the leg health to actually back that up, I could be in for a long night against this dude, not being able to circle away, and, you know, all these, like, things that I need to be able to do, and, you know, to be more active against him, making him miss here, you know, seeing head kicks beautifully come in. I'm just with Rob Font, and you see their leg feint again. Then I hit him because he's not expecting it to come right back. Then he throws one back, and I'm like, okay, dude, you know, your head movement's on point, swayed back from my hook, but bouncing in, see if I didn't have the leg health, and that's enough. See, just here, I'm just slowly trying to pick him apart. Because I understand you can be over-aggressive, and I could be over-aggressive in the first, and he could maybe get the stamina win, you know, not, you know, like, going into the second, third, which makes it much more difficult for me. Like, I like to be the dude who's in control of the pace of the fight. I like to set the pace in the first round and kind of, even if it goes, like I can't set keep the same pace for the first and into the third. At least when the pace slowly declines, it's still me who's in control of it. Like I've got more stamina than them. I can dictate the range. All these things, like I can move away. But like, look, as you can see, like I've been a lot more wise with my legs here. But I do believe I think he picks up the timing for them in this round. Not in this round, in the next round. Or it might be the next fight, because I know we have 2 fights in bantamweight. But as you see, I'm not wanting to be too aggressive, because he's smart. He's a smart guy. He knows, like, if I can get him to overextend on a couple of punches, I can make him really pay for it. And that's what made the first 5 fights so a thing for me, because I was like, dude, every time I miss I throw a punch, he's squaring, boom, boom, boom. But I feel like with the leg feints, I've forced him to settle down a lot more. Like, look there, feint. If he doesn't know what's coming, I hit him with 2 leg kicks back to back. I'm seeing that he's reading that, okay, the body punches are coming in. I land, 2 uppercuts, land another one to the body. These are to set up the head kick. Boom, boom. Look at that. This is pre-recorded and I know what I'm doing. Like, I'm slowly even like I'm not trying to counter with my head movement. Even him missing is still devastating here. And I'm just slowly picking up the work on the legs. And I don't know how I damaged his leg. I still don't understand that. But I just slowly working on him. See, he's even trying to bounce back now. See, before, because his leg's health was so high, he would bounce back faster. But now, because of the leg damage, he can't bounce back. Now, see, guys, you're going to see noticeably for the rest of this video, because he's damaged my leg. Look at my movement now. I'm so much slower, and I get a bit more. Like, I need to finish him here. I don't want to go to the ground in case he's, like we're 3 minutes in. He can pin me to the ground for 3 minutes. That's why I'm not jumping on him. See, it's not, oh, I'm showing them respect. It's actually, well, yeah, I'm showing them respect. It's not like I'm like, oh, come up, I want a stand-up fight. It's, I don't want to go to the ground and give up my opportunity to finish this fight here. As you can see, I'm trying to go for that question mark kick, because I thought the leg kicks and the body kicks would have kind of set that up more nicely. Like he would have believed that I would have been focused a bit more downstairs. But he's realised that I have a pattern to it. Like, I've got a pattern to myself. Like, it's not like I'm some miracle god that I can make up different combos every time. Like, but as you see, he's like being a bit more active with his leg kicks. The what do you call them? Teep kicks or whatever. Lead side kick to the leg. All the oblique kicks. And look, see here is like, this is what I was worried about if I brawl a bit too much. Catch him with that spinning elbow. And see, like, I start panicking, but because I've kind of, I don't know, I feel like I've kind of done a bit too much damage to him, that he's like a bit like, oh Jesus, like, what the, what's going to happen? Like if, when all this goes, like, if I start like my 3-punch combos and whatnot, because I could feel that was a beautiful Superman punch off the takedown defense. I'm slowly whittling him down. Boom. Question mark kick. He's got a duck down, uppercut. He, as I said, he admits that he knows that it was a fault of his. But anyway, guys, please stay tuned for the next video. Take care.